Why?
Do you know that he got in trouble with the Vietnamese community?
What did you
Why do you have to bring that up?
We have to.
We have to be honest with our guests. She is
Transparent.
Vietnamese.
Transparent like the Vietnamese.
Transparency.
Yeah, what did I say?
So he had to publicly make an apology to the Vietnamese community because he called you guys, and he calls Filipinos this too. He calls us all jungle gooks or jungle Asians.
not
Jungle,
gooks.
not
That's
gooks,
ridiculous.
jungle Asians.
Go. That's
By
pushing
saying
it.
jungle gooks, you make it worse.
He said jungle
Yeah.
Asians.
I
But
said
how do you
jungle
how do you
Asian.
justify that? What
Well, because
makes-
you guys live in the fucking jungle. What do you mean? How do I justify it?
we don't live in the jungle.
All right, so if I go to Vietnam, is there a jungle there?
There is a jungle. There's a jungle in plenty of other countries.
There's not a jungle in Korea.
What?
I'm sure you guys have rainforests.
No, we don't at all. It's trees. Like it looks like Denver.
You're trying to say Korea is Denver.
Yeah, it's the Denver, Colorado of Asia. Okay, so that's number one. All I'm saying, and it's not a racist thing, is that you have a group of Asians. We're all equal, but you guys happen to be living in. It's like calling Eskimos snow Asians. That's what they are. Is that offensive?
Possibly.
Yeah,
If I was
Possibly.
asked, I could be offended by that.
a snow Asian.
But what you could
mean,
be
it's not
offended
a-
by
Let me.
everything.
If
Yeah,
your
that's-
house is made out of fucking snow,
Cubes.
you're a snow Asian.
I mean, but snow isn't offensive, so I mean,
Jungle isn't offensive either.
But you know, you right now her boyfriend is an Indian guy. Do you know what he calls them?
Oh man!
God.
Don't even say it right now. If you say this right
can
now,
you blip it out? Whatever you say.
no.
They've said it in previous podcasts. It's not a secret. But he has names for all types of Asians.
Yeah, but it's not because I'm racist. Because I'm a comedian,
Yeah.
Right.
and as comedians, we say things that aren't necessarily PC, and we do it in jest as a joke. But I'm not racist. You know why? Because I just did a video with Will I Am's.
Wow.
Will I
Will I
am?
am.
How
Yeah.
many
Will
are
I
there?
am. Will I am.
Now, if you guys don't know this, my neighbor is a guy named Prince Board. He produces the Black Eyed Peas sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, he works for really close with the Will I Am's.
And with CeeLo Green, right?
Yeah, and I went to Willie I Am's studio
Will
right
I
before
Am.
this, and I did a video for Black Lives Matters,
Okay.
and I had to pull out a little thing, like a little poster,
Mm-hmm.
and it has a question mark. You know what I mean? And I had to pretend I was sad, which I am, super sad.
Yeah.
And Mary Blige is in it.
Mary J. Blige.
That's what I said.
Okay.
And
Who else? Who else is in it?
a bunch of other people, and I feel fortunate by being there for being there.
Good.
And I really believe that we need to change. A lot of things that are happening in the world is, especially in this country, is backwards and prehistoric, and we need to change all that. And also, FYI, anyone listening, the cop that shot Philandro Castillo
Philando Castillo.
Orlando Castillo.
was an Asian.
He was Filipino, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't.
Was he really?
No, he's Mexican.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
Why did you say Asian?
Because
in the video, if you watch the whole video of his girlfriend talking, she says she describes the cop as Chinese. So
Yeah,
when that happened,
so-
Bobby and I looked at each other like, "Oh fuck, we
Yeah.
done did it now."
yeah, we done did it.
Yeah.
But
That-
let me say something. Just as a fact, as true information, he was Mexican.
Thank God, what a relief.
It's a relief.
Yeah. Well,
For my people, I would have felt really bad if he was Filipino. Although I looked at his pictures, Geronimo Yanez, and he did for a moment, like he did look Filipino to me, and I was
I
really
wanted
worried.
him to be Filipino.
You want, because I
Well, I
wanted
didn't
him to
want
be
any of that-
Korean,
didn't
so
want
I
any of
could
that to
prove your
happen.
Koreans' racism.
Yeah, but it wasn't. First of all, a Korean would never do that.
Okay,
We
there's
would-
another.
We would never
re-
be a cop.
a lot
Wait,
of
so in
Korean
Korea,
cops.
there's no cops?
I know a couple of Korean cops, and they're very good.
Yeah.
They're very yeah.
From the movies?
No, not in the movies. In
Oh.
real life, they're very good cops.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're any kind of cop, and you pull over any African American, just know that we're watching. We are watching through video testimony.
Okay.
We are watching with our eyeballs,
Yes.
and behave yourself, because you're slaughtering a group of people. And what happened in Dallas, crazy. Okay. So that's that. I mean, I'm not. This is a comedy podcast, and I try not to talk about, real things, but this is out of control. Because with like Eric Cantor, what happened in Jersey with Trayvon Martin and all these things, it's now, come on, man.
I mean, it's so sad that it's had to come to this, that we had to wait this long.
2017 almost,
for
man.
all this video to come out for us to finally believe that this was happening. Look, if a particular race of people are crying foul for this long, I think we ought to stop and listen. It's not that hard. And people are just so resistant to the idea that bad things could be happening to such a large group of people. But guess what? We're not in their shoes. We live
how did this even happen with the Philando Castile? Okay, I'm the guy in the car. I'm Philandro. You're the cop. So
No.
yes.
I have to role play this?
Yeah. No, I want to know how it would happen. It doesn't make any sense.
It
how
doesn't
it
make
would
any
happen.
That's why I
sense.
was confused.
I'm gonna
I
just
saw
tell.
the
I'm gonna
video.
show you what. I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Okay.
He gets pulled over. These
Yeah.
two people because this cop.
Tail light. Yeah.
No.
dispatch too.
The
Did you not
dispatch.
hear it?
His
Yeah,
dispatch.
you're
What
right.
was it then?
No, there's a dispatch?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you go yeah. Like So tell me what you.
I'm asking.
No, that's not what you did.
I just said yeah.
No,
dispatch.
you do.
Oh my
shit.
God.
This is what you do. You say yeah, as if you know information, but you really don't because you're a fucking retard.
Wow.
Jesus,
that was a
you're so
strong word.
angry.
I'm so angry right now. I'm
That-
so sorry
that
because
word.
I'm sorry if you're retarded.
A little emotional.
Dispatch.
Said
The transcript basically shows that this guy pulled him over because he said they looked like people who had just committed a robbery.
yeah, and then
With a child in the backseat.
With a 4-year-old in the back.
and
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And he said they were wide nosed,
Yeah. He's like,
which
oh,
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
That was actually said. in the-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you,
As a
have you ever seen her
Yeah, as
fucking
a
nose?
Hey,
It's a little wide.
Me
It's
too.
not wide.
I'm wide.
Yeah, yours is wide.
Mm-hmm.
Mine
Mine's
is
kind of
not.
wide.
I have a very Armenian nose.
Just
Game
winking.
over.
You're very pointy.
Point.
But anyway, so he pulls him over, and Philando said, "I'll give you my information, but I also to let you know I'm a card carrying gun owner." And then pop.
Yeah. And even if
Crazy.
for me, even if it wasn't, let's say, let's give this guy the benefit of the doubt, right? Let's just say it wasn't racially motivated. Let's say
I don't think it is.
If I have family in law enforcement, right? And they all agree, if this is a guy who, on first instinct of pulling someone over for a broken taillight, a first instinct is to draw his weapon and shoot 4 times at a man with a child in the back, he should never have gotten into law enforcement.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
It's just he doesn't have even the basic level of, self-control to have a regular, stop. For instance, the person who said this, the cop who told me this, he's been a big black guy snuck behind him with an assault rifle. He didn't shoot his weapon. He was able to de-escalate a situation. He pulled over some gangsters the other day. And as the guy opened his glove compartment, there was a weapon there. He didn't pull out his weapon. He called for backup. There's protocol for these type of things. His first instinct isn't to draw to pull his weapon out and shoot the guy 5 times. And I think that what he thinks is just, if you're that type of person who hasn't been trained to control yourself in a situation like that, you shouldn't be having a weapon or shouldn't be working for law enforcement, period.
Yeah, and I apologize for calling you a retard.
Accepted.
I feel so bad about it, and I don't feel that way about you.
Thank you.
You're just ignorant.
Thank you.
Can we get to knowing who this girl in front of us is?
Yeah, but there was a couple of things that we needed to talk about, like black people dying in this country. But now we can move on to your friend now, sweetie.
Yeah.
شكلك موكي سلمان في دمك